what is called a stole. English is confusing sometimes, because hopefully you didn't steal what you're going to wear, even though it's called a stole. You've earned it. But for whatever reason, it's called a stole, and you on graduation day are going to put around your neck something that represents an accomplishment, something that represents who you are as a person. Now, we as human beings put all kinds of things around our necks, don't we? I mean, you can't get through a day without probably putting something around your neck for one reason or another. I am being choked currently by a necktie. That is around my neck. Okay, it's around my neck. Now, there are different reasons why we put things around our neck. I would break them down into two categories. One is functional. We put things around our neck because of the function that we need out of that item. And secondly, we put things around our neck because of the symbolism that comes with whatever it is that we're putting around our neck. As a matter of fact, I brought with me some items to illustrate just a little bit. Whoopsie daisy. Thank you, Sydney. We'll talk about that a little later. What I have in this bag are some items that serve a function. You put them around your neck because they serve some sort of a purpose. This, of course, is a type of a lanyard, I guess, and it says Student Ambassador. So for Alumni Weekend, our students that were hosting individuals, when they came back for homecoming weekend, they wore this around their neck. It served a purpose. It identified who they were and what their function was for that weekend. A lot of our students like to wear lanyards around their neck to put their keys on, their room key. Okay, this one also is another name tag. It's an evangelism team name tag. So for an evangelistic meeting, a student wore this around their neck to identify who they were and what their function was. This lanyard can be used for multiple things. I just mentioned a room key. You can put your room key on it, have it around your neck. Identification cards, all types of things. Sometimes this is, I don't have the whistle, but this is something Mr. Detweiler would be very familiar with, because it's a whistle lanyard that you put around your neck so that when you're repping a game or you're in PE class, you can blow the whistle and you have it accessible. So it serves a function. My wife happens to be a nurse, and her father got this stethoscope for her upon graduation from nursing school. It's a very nice stethoscope. I should have asked her permission to use it, but I didn't. Hopefully she won't mind. But you know, a doctor, a nurse, when they're walking around the hospital, you can very easily see who they are, what their function is, because they have this around their neck. And the reason why they have it around their neck is because of its accessibility. If they need to quickly check someone's heart rate or their breathing compressions or whatever, they can quickly take it off their neck, put it in their ears, and they can utilize it as they need to. So it serves a function, and it's around their neck because of the function that it serves. Now, humans are not alone in wearing things around their neck. I have two dogs at the house, and they wear collars, and it definitely serves a good function, especially for the newest edition that we have. That's another story, but the point is, this collar goes around the neck of a dog so that you can put it on a leash, take it outside, you know, go for a walk with it, whatever you need to do. It serves a function. It's around the neck of the animal for a function. There are other things that we utilize that go around our necks that serve a function, and we could spend probably the rest of this day and maybe into tomorrow talking about what some of those things are, but we all have other plans. Come noon, I know. A scarf in the wintertime is something that we put around our neck because it keeps us warm. Some people wear medical alert necklaces around their neck so that if something were to happen, EMTs could get that out and look at it and see what their condition was. You ever seen someone have a neck brace on because they were in a car accident or something and they need to keep their neck immobilized? Some of you may have experienced that personally. When I was a kid, I had something around my neck quite frequently, and it was called a compress. Any of you ever had compresses around your neck? You know, you get a sore throat, You're coughing. What does mom do before you go to bed? She takes this cold washcloth, puts it around your neck, puts some plastic, and then puts this wool thing around and pins it up, and you sleep like that the whole night. Not very comfortable, but it helps your cough. Functional things we put around our neck. Something that is also pretty functional that we sometimes put around our necks is this. When we go canoeing down at the reservoir, all our students are supposed to wear these because, you know, it functions to protect us should we fall into the water, and it's something that we put around our necks. Musical instruments. I used to play the saxophone. You put one of those lanyards around, hook the saxophone in, it keeps it comfortable for you. Guitar straps, and the list goes on and on. Functional things that we put around our neck. Then we move to the symbolic things that we put around our necks. This necklace here, my mother brought this back for me from Africa. This is a Maasai warrior necklace. And the Maasai culture, if you've ever seen any pictures online, they utilize these very beautiful and colorful beaded ornaments that they will put around their necks and their wrists and so forth. And the colors have symbols. Blue in this instance symbolizes the sky, which is blue, and it also represents water that they desperately need for their livestock. So my mother brought this back for me when she went to Africa to visit my uncle, who was a missionary there, and I keep it displayed in my office. A lot of symbolism here in this particular item. There are other things that we use as symbols that go around our necks. We have Olympic medals. When athletes perform and they do well, we have a gold, a silver, and a bronze. And they put those around their necks, and when they wear them, it symbolizes an accomplishment, something that they did. We wear jewelry around our necks, and this symbolizes different types of things, religious connotations, sometimes a locket that has a picture, those types of things. Even earbuds. Put those around our necks sometimes when we're not listening to music. All kinds of things go around our necks. Recently, someone was given the Medal of Honor by President Obama. This is a huge symbol of courage and valor on the battlefield, and it's a symbol, and it represents something. In education, when you graduate from college, you have things that you wear around your neck called hoods. When you do your master's degree, you have a master's hood that goes around your neck. All kinds of things. This National Honor Society stole is part of the education section of what goes around our necks, and this stole symbolizes accomplishment. It represents character, leadership, and scholarship. And when you graduate, you'll wear this around your neck, and it will symbolize all of those characteristics that we've talked about just prior to me getting up today. And you know what's interesting is that whatever you wear around your neck really is resting on your shoulders. Did you get what I said? Whatever you wear around your neck is really resting on your shoulders. Now there's some really deep symbolism with that. Realistically, what we wear around our neck is actually resting on our shoulders, and symbolically, we bear a responsibility for whatever rests on our shoulders. Most of the time, whatever hangs around our neck and rests upon our shoulders usually ends up right over where our heart is located. And when we talk about something symbolically, like a National Honor Society stole, truly, when this is resting on our shoulders and right over where our heart is, the representation that comes from this stole needs to go to the very heart level, doesn't it? The very heart level. No one but you knows the reason that you desire to be in the National Honor Society. No one but you. But if your desire to be in the National Honor Society was just because you wanted something on your application for college that looks appealing and will help you with scholarship money, you have missed the point. Did you hear what I said?
Amen.
If the reason you desire to be in the National Honor Society is because of the benefit it's going to provide you in scholarship monies or in the ability to get into a specific college, if that's your only motivation, you've missed the point. Because the benefits that come because you are a part of the National Honor Society are just the consequences associated with the real reasons. Your desire to be in the National Honor Society should be predicated upon the desire you have to make a public commitment to continue what you're already doing.
Amen.
Your desire to be in the National Honor Society should be based upon the desire you have to make a public commitment to continue to do what you're already doing. A commitment to live lives that are committed to excellence in leadership, character, and scholarship. You bear the responsibility to genuinely represent what rests upon your shoulders. And only you know if it's at the heart level. I would challenge you today that if it hasn't been at the heart level, make a decision right now to internalize it to that point. Luke 9:23 says, "If anyone desires to come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me." What is around your neck truly rests upon your shoulders, and what rests upon our shoulders is the responsibility to follow through with whatever it is God is calling us to do.
Amen.
You know, the cross that we have to bear is nothing like the cross Jesus bore for us. Did Jesus bear something on his shoulders? Oh, yes, he did. He walked the road to Calvary with my cross on his shoulders. And now he's calling us to bear the cross of Calvary for him. But it's nothing like the cross he had to bear. It's the cross and the responsibility to share the love and the glorious news of the gospel with every single person that we come in contact with. Matthew 11:28 says that the cross that Jesus wants to give us is light. His burden is light. As Christians, we have the greatest privilege in the universe in bearing that cross of Christ every day of our lives. So young people, I challenge you. What's that thing around your neck? On graduation day, you will march down the aisle with the National Honor Society stole around your neck. But more than being around your neck, it's truly resting upon your shoulders and right over your heart. Internalize the characteristics that are exemplified in this society, and beyond that, bear the cross that Christ has given you to bear, because truly in that journey, you will find the greatest joys, the greatest rewards that are beyond yours and my comprehension. May God bless us all as we seek this goal for our own lives.
Amen.